Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into the Loadout. How is everybody doing? Hope you're safe. Hope the families are safe. I feel like we're ramping back up a little bit, huh?
Yeah,
Nothing's great, but it feels like we're, hopefully there's not another surge.
Yeah, let's hope for that. But no, things are starting to roll, so that's a good thing. We got the guys back in the shop. We're open. You guys are open.
It sure
waiting
for
calls and see what happens.
Well, I've got somebody today who is part of one of my favorite productions to work with, which is the CMT crew. And Justine Tauger, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Great. She is. So Apache, as Justine knows, works on the CMT shows with us, but it's actually producer Zach who's out there taking the beating with me.
Right.
And but Sean's the one who kind of he kind of beat young Zach up for years to get him to that place where he can take those beatings alone now.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And I'm not responsible for Kit.
Yes. You know Kit, right?
Kit is the other guy that does the monitors.
I bet I would know him if I saw him.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's probably the one who stares at you all day long from his Apache workbox. Wow. That happens a lot for you, though, I'm sure. So tell us what's going on. We had a couple shows flip-flop in CMT, right?
So our music awards were scheduled for June 3rd, and we postponed those as of right now until October 13th, I think October 14th, Wednesday. And then we kind of replaced as far as like a tune-in for music awards. On June 3rd, we aired a CMT Celebrates Our Heroes, which is like a COVID relief honoring essential workers. So it was like a special thing. It was a pretty special thing to work on. And it was definitely different. We had to put together packages. We had Morris Lighting Sound. They were so helpful to us. Kind of was our middleman as far as dispatching, like our kits that we put together that had audio and iPhone, small lighting kit that people could set up in their homes. And then everything we got back, there was some like design digital components to it that, if somebody had a black backdrop, there were graphics put over it, so things were unique. But it was a nice thing to work on. It was definitely different than any other production I've ever done. I've never done anything fully remote like that.
Yeah. She is one of those people who is there 2 hours before we get there and can field any question from any department, from any person, and she's always on 1,000, fired up, happy. I just want to give you an applause because I've loved working with you. Seriously, like she is one of the people who just nothing phases her and she just get it done.
And how did you get that position? What's your background to get into there?
I studied music business and accounting in college, so I always kind of wanted to do music. My first few jobs in the industry were actually in accounting, though. And I started at CMT as a production accountant, doing just payroll, very easy stuff. And then I started picking up like PA stuff, and then I started coordinating, and then now I'm a production manager. And I work cross-brand for Viacom CBS, so I've worked on VH1 shows, MTV shows, CMT, mainly CMT, but our group is cross-brand.
Your group is a great group, too.
That's very cool.
Everybody is like, it's like Jim Craig, one of my favorites. Garrett, I mean, the before Justine was in there, she was amazing. Everybody in security, like it's such a great company. It really is. I have a great time seeing you guys. I don't get out there enough. What have you been doing for fun?
What?
What have you been doing for fun?
I feel like I've gone through like 4 quarantines already because there's been so many phases. Like, I'm not making bread anymore. I made 10 loaves of bread. I'm never making another loaf of bread.
Who else was making bread?
It's never happening again.
Who?
Jeremy,
yes.
That's right.
We had another guy who was baking bread all the time.
Right.
It was a thing. Somebody gave me some sourdough starter, and you have to feed it. It's like having a kid. Like, you have to feed it every day if you want to make bread.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Number one, that I shouldn't be doing it. But I did it for a couple weeks. Then I've been like, I work out, and I feel really fortunate I had me and 3 friends went and we rented a beach house for 7 weeks.
7 weeks?
Oh, so you've been hanging out at the
Jesus,
beach.
huh?
Quarantine's horrible here.
Wow.
7
weeks at the beach.
Wow.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I was like, but I felt like I was chasing like COVID reopenings. I started in Georgia right when it reopened, then I went to Florida, and I was like, should I be here? But we were in our home. You know, we had a pool in the backyard, so we just.
That's good. I love that. I mean, you got to make the best out of what you got, especially when you work like she does and everyone does in our business. It's like, if you can, take it.
Right. Zach went to the beach too.
Yes.
We'll never do this ever again in our life.
Right.
We will never have the opportunity unless we retire.
You're totally right.
Well, I mean, 7 weeks at the beach doesn't sound that bad.
Jesus, that's almost 2 months. When was the last time you took a week off before this?
The holidays?
Yeah, right. Christmas.
Right.
Yeah, like the holidays is where I can take a week off. But last year was probably the busiest year of my life as far as productions. I really, really went from one to the other. So this year has been somewhat of a treat. Not to make light of everything that's happening, obviously. It's a scary world.
We get it.
But, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been a heavy few last week.
For sure.
It's been hard to, like, enjoy. I mean, there's been moments, of course, that you enjoy, but it's been hard to focus on other things, to be honest.
The world has a black cloud over it in so many different ways. It's like, that's the hard part.
Right. And you've been doing a million Zoom calls, or do you get a little free time, or what's going on with that?
In the beginning, there were way more Zoom calls from work, from friends, from everything, and now everything's kind of like fizzling a little bit. I'm on Zoom calls a few times a week, not even as many. You know, I used to feel like I was on 2 or 3 a day, and now it's like once a day, once every other day, which has been a nice.
Right.
Which is a shock for Viacom, because I mean that's a horse that keeps moving usually.
It definitely is. I mean, things are slowly, like we had a big call with everybody in production and security and safety about like new protocols. It's going to be a totally different world.
Yeah.
When production starts back up, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be
kind of
crazy.
wild.
So is there any other, you made bread. Is there any other things that people would be surprised? I mean, you were at the beach, made bread. I mean, so far it sounded, pretty good for a quarantine.
I've gone down from I don't want to cook anymore.
Right.
Like, it's so bad that I'm like, okay, I'm eating 2 meals a day now. I'm not even eating 3 meals a day. I don't want to make a third meal.
Right.
But no, I'm over cooking. I've been reading a ton. But surprising, I think the bread would be the only thing that shocks people.
That's it?
I was a little shocked.
Johnny's trying to...
It still doesn't beat our one guy who said he builds model tanks, though.
Yeah.
That's still the winner.
I'm going camping this weekend, and that might surprise a few people.
Tent or trailer?
Glamping or actually camping?
I'm going to tent. I don't. I mean, I would glam, but I don't. Like, I'm fine. And if I'm by a body of water, like we're camping on the lake.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
Right, because like our daughters would go camping. Their camping is going to a hotel with room service.
She met Brooke before. She got a taste of Brooke a couple of years ago, so she knows. Yes,
right.
Yeah. Brooke if she's not going on the lake with me and my fishing boat, it's better be on a 30-foot power boat, or it's no good.
Right. Yeah, of course. A yacht.
Punk. She'll be on a yacht with Hamlin.
Very
yeah, there you go.
Well,
I'll do that too. I'm not above a yacht.
Yeah, well, yeah. I get it.
Very cool.
This is a nice little treat. This started during quarantine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
Yes.
we figured we could talk to people backstage who we don't ever get to see, and it's been fun.
I was
And
checking in.
been jumping.
Yeah. Zach from
And what-
Zach, he put together he wanted to do some streaming stuff, so we just started doing this and kind of turned into a show. So
Where are you guys? At Thunder Staging?
Patchy, right down the street, he has studios too. Yeah.
Burbank. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to most getting back to? Other than work.
I think that's kind of it. I mean, I'm in Tennessee. I'm not going to pretend like it's kind of almost normal here.
Right.
I'm not going to a bar, but there were pictures from last weekend of a bar that was totally normal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, people masks, the whole shebang.
Right.
I'm in like, it might be scary for people who are like in New York to come here and see how blasé people are about the whole thing, it seems like.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm excited to hug my friends, see my friends normally. I've had some backyard hangs where you open the back gate and people sit, try not to touch anything type thing.
Right.
But
Except for the beers in the cooler.
it's also like a production to work and have, but I feel like that will be a very long ways away.
Right.
Of a
Hopefully
production with crew members, that's a dream right now.
Right.
Very cool. Well, we thank you for taking time out of your day to chat with us.
And I hope it's not as long as we all think it is till we all get to be back in Nashville and seeing you and working together. And
I really do.
if you need anything, if anything comes up or ideas, reach out. We're here.
Oh, well, thank you. You too. If you guys need help with anything.
Right on.
All right.
Have a good time camping. Thanks so much.
Nice to meet you, Sean. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye, guys.
See you
Bye.
later. Too bad she'll never see you, though, like in real life, even if productions come back, Right, Zach?
He might make it out there.
Well, he'll.
He's talking about going this year.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of work that happens on the CMT Awards
Because
nowadays.
Mikey would've-
Wow.
So remember, Zach, how those loadouts go?
I feel like you just blindsided me with this.
He was talking about doing it this year.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, but so here's what I'm thinking would happen, Zach, real quick, and then I'll wrap it up. That would be probably the same way Kit does the CMT Awards. She comes in, has a few great days, plays grab ass with everybody, and then,
Off to the-
show date. Well, I got to go to New York and load in the Oscars. I'll see you guys.
Wow.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
He does the Tony
That's
Awards.
right. Yes.
Wow. You're
For the best tank builder. Winner. Kit.
wow.
Anyway, sorry everybody, we're getting a little off target here, but we're having fun. Thank you, Justine. Thanks to all our friends in Nashville. Hope everybody stays safe. Appreciate y'all. Thanks, fellas.
Yeah. Thanks, Zach. Thanks, Matt.
Talk soon.